Martenson. So today, this is for the ladies. I've had, over the years, this comment coming along, women talking about the men they're dating or somebody they might be dating. Well, Marla, this guy, he's got a lot of potential, but he's not what I want him to be. But that's okay, because once we're married, I'll just change him. Ooh, boy. So I'm like, that is a disaster waiting to happen. So what is your advice on this, Susan, if a woman is contemplating on going for a guy who she's got some real doubts about, but thinks she'll just fix all those little things about him?
Well, changing a grown-up is a lot harder than changing diapers on a baby for 2 years or 3 years. Imagine trying to change diapers for 60 years.
Oh, gosh.
That's what it's really like. Now, if you meet someone who is in the process of working on a particular aspect of his personality or his life with a seasoned and skilled professional, and he's spending a lot of money and a lot of time committed to making that transformation, then you still don't want to commit yourself until you see him on the other end, right?
Right.
Anymore, let's face it, than a guy is willing to go out with a woman who says, hey, I know I'm 100 pounds overweight, but I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not going to be a date. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, it's like, call me when you've lost him. There are little things like maybe the way he dresses. If he just dresses kind of like a geek or in old, outdated clothing, you can buy him some new clothes or jeans.
Ask me how many boyfriends I bought new clothes for.
Exactly. Even my husband, the type of jeans he was wearing, I was like, those are like stonewashed or whatever years ago, and so he's got the hipper jeans. I mean, otherwise he dresses fine, but little tweaks like that. But if the guy's a sports fanatic and you hate sports, or he's a couch potato or whatever, he's not going to change that. So find somebody who already has the qualities that you want. Who wants to be changed? How would you like to be changed?
The important thing here is the guy, and this happened to me, both of my former husbands, the guy who really sees you as a gigantic opportunity for him, and then you won't find out until you've really been around a long time. My first husband, who was pretty much a sweet guy, never watched a game on TV in a year. I forced myself to live with him for a year to be sure that he was as nice as he seemed.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, suddenly he likes, I don't know, what was it, basketball. What is this all about? So I had to say to him, I'm sorry, that's not what I signed up for. And I really hate the noise, and I really can't do it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Interesting. All right. So that was a year into it. Okay. That he decided to pick that up. So that leads us into...
No, I think he was hiding it.
Oh, he was hiding it?
I think this was a hidden pleasure. And again, this is all about when somebody sees you as a huge opportunity, and he thinks that you could be the best thing that could ever happen to him, you beware.
Okay.
Beware.
Now that can also, that makes me, this is kind of, but some women, a lot of guys are hooked on porn on the internet, sitting there, and even have been caught at work or whatever. This is a big, millions of people. So what if a woman sees that and then she doesn't like it? That's going to be hard to break, I'll bet. What experience have you had with that?
There's usually, well, my second husband, that's my experience with that. And how many clients, double digits, triple digits of clients who've called me and said, what do I do? But there's usually an indication that this man doesn't do a deep level of intimacy, a deep emotional level of intimacy. That's what's missing. The irony with my second husband is, in Marla, you and I know each other very well, and we, spend time in each other's presence, is that the people that my husband was looking at online, first of all, they were less attractive than I was at the time, because at that time I was really beautiful. They were less endowed, far less endowed than I was at the time, and still am.
Yeah.
And natural.
Yeah.
And on top of it, I was very successful. So he was just scared and had self-esteem problems. It had nothing to do with me. So You have to be careful. If your partner is looking at porn, you may be tempted to think that there's something missing in you. No. The only thing missing in you may be that you didn't have the police profiles skills that you needed. And that's what I teach a lot of women when I teach them pro dating, my dating program. You know, they have to be really adept at this.
Yeah, great point. Excellent. Okay, so ladies, let us know your thoughts, comments below. Like this video if you like it so others can find it. And much love to you. Happy dating.